this is really so cool. I mean, just on so many levels. I mean, I used to model, but I don't talk about it because I don't want people to think I was like Tyra Banks, Naomi Campbell, whoever the guys were, because I was too big for the clothes. I mean, I modeled. I did like catalog, like Mervyn's, Macy's, JCPenney. I did like the back to school special stuff. But that was really when I was 18 until I was 22 while I was in college. But modeling is like really not my thing. I mean, like I know how to pose a little bit and take pictures, but I so much prefer acting. But now to fast forward, in 23 years of my career, I've never been offered to be the face of anything, the clothing line wise. Calvin Klein. I tried to be like Mark Wahlberg and get some muscles and wear some underwear. That didn't happen. And I'm 46 years old, which is, I like to think good black don't crack. And then here I am, and I get not only offered to be the face of a clothing line, but a face of a clothing line in Paris. And I've never been to Paris before. And so there's just something kind of very cool and exotic and romantic about, and very flattering, honestly. So, and then on top of that, I like the clothes. So I'm not just wearing the clothes because I'm supposed to wear the clothes. I'm wearing the clothes because it's really kind of my style. I like the jeans, the boots, the vintage shirts, the motorcycle jacket look. I mean, if you saw my closet at home, it's very. I mean, I have all different kinds of styles, but you see a lot of this type of stuff. And I don't know, to see yourself in a billboard, on posters and magazines in France, that's kind of cool. Right now I'm enjoying a little time off. Leaving Criminal Minds was not an easy decision. It was not. It was a really, really hard decision. But I like to think that I'm a dreamer, and so I look at my acting career like school. Young and Restless, The Fleur de l'Amour was like high school, and Esprit de Criminal, Criminal Minds is college. And so now I'm ready to graduate and go for grad school. And so I'm hoping to be like Jeremy Renner, like Ryan Reynolds, like Denzel, like Jamie Foxx, Will Smith. And I always say, like, you guys are having a party, can you invite me to the party? And so, but what I'm really excited about in the near future is I produced my first movie, not baby as in bambino, my first movie called The Bounce Back. I produced it, I co-starred in it. I paid for it, and I basically just said, "Okay, Hollywood, I'm gonna make a movie," and I have a fan base, and it's for my baby girls, and so it's very different than Criminal Minds. Criminal Minds is all Action Jackson and dark, twisted world. So this is just a fun, light, sweet, endearing rom-com, romantic comedy about falling in love, falling out of love, and then having the courage to fall back in love. It's myself, Nadine Velasquez, who's the Latin actress from Flight with Denzel, Bill Bellamy, who's a very funny comedian. We did a movie years back called The Brothers. So we've stayed friends, and so we got together and we made this cool movie. So in December 9th of 2016, it'll be in the theaters in the United States and Canada, and then here in France and around the world, it'll be, I think, like 60 to 90 days later, so February to the spring. So it'll either be in theaters or you'll be able to get it on VOD, iTunes, the whole thing. So I'm just really proud that I got to go out and wear my producing hat, and Mark Wahlberg went from Marky Mark to the underwear to the actor to now he's the actor producer. So a lot of actors are starting to produce, and producing is just attention to detail. It's connecting dots, and so it's like creating clothing. So I feel like I have a knack for producing. So I'm excited about the movie. Excited about possibly doing more TV, maybe cable, like HBO, Showtime, Netflix, and then of course I want to do movies with the big boys. I would have to lose a lot of weight, but people have said that I should play Harry Belafonte. I would have to lose some serious weight, and I think he's a little taller than I am. But off the top of my head, when I was younger, people said I looked like Muhammad Ali, but I was never going to try to take that on. Will Smith did his thing. They either said I looked like Muhammad Ali or like a tan George Michael when I was younger. I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know but that's what they used to say. But off the top of my head, I don't know. I would guess you know, because I'm a fan of Harry Belafonte, and so I'm not saying that I look just like him, but now that I barely got some hair left, but I'd have to lose about 40 pounds. I don't watch a lot of television, but I'm glued to Ray Donovan. Ray Donovan, and then I got into Empire late because Terrence Howard and Taraji are friends of mine.
Okay.
One of my first movies ever for HBO when I first got on the soap was a movie with Terrence Howard, Donnie Wahlberg, and it's awful. It's the worst thing. Don't ever watch it. It's like you'll never be a fan of mine again. I sucked. It was terrible, but it was a good. You know, everybody has something that they just wish they didn't do. But it was a good way for me to start. No, so I've been catching up with, been following along Empire, but Ray Donovan is just like right now it's my show. But like back, I was watching The Boss with Kelsey Grammer, Game of Thrones. Everybody's into, but I'm not as into it as everybody else is. House of Cards, House of Lies, but no, right now I'm a Ray Donovan junkie. Music, my taste in music is all over the place, but Drake is my favorite. I miss Tupac. I miss Biggie. Eminem. I like, but I listen to Bob Marley. I'm half black and I'm half white, so I got a lot of brother in me, and then I got a whole bunch of white boy in me, and so I listen to the Eagles, Stone Temple Pilots, Pearl Jam. I said the Eagles, Phil Collins. I mean, again, I'm 46 years old, so my music goes, my mother raised me on, James Brown, Marvin Gaye, Muddy Waters, so am I a Bieber? No.
Here.
I heard. I mean, no, I much respect to his career. I just, keep his butt out of trouble. But I listen to like Chris Brown. I listen to Future. But for the most part, if you hear me in my car, I'm listening to Drake, old school Tupac, Future, some Rick Ross. But I'm kind of a Drake junkie. Well, my first dream before ever getting into acting was to be a professional baseball player. So I was pretty good. I got close. I just wasn't quite good enough. I hurt my knee in college. I was a pitcher and an outfielder, and so my dream was to play for the Boston Red Sox. Play for any team, but if I could play for a team, it would be the Boston Red Sox. But now I'm into like soccer, and so I'm way too old, but it's like but now that I see how popular soccer is, especially in Europe, or just over here, it's like they're bigger than rock stars, and I like the game of soccer, and but the amount of they run like 10 miles a game, it's crazy, but just the way the fans come out for it, and just the energy, because in the United States we like American football, we like you got to hit each other, so you got to score better, and you got to score 100 points in basketball. But I think there's an art and a finesse and a dance and a power to soccer. But I think my first choice would be professional baseball. What up? Bonjour, O5 TV. Je m'appelle Shemar, dans le Paris, premier temps. To all my French baby girls, je t'aime, bijou. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi maintenant?